I ask for the truth on behalf of Ashley Longpre concerning, well, it's that problem where you know you've got to do something but you don't know what it is you've got to do. And let's just see what this is about. I ask for guidance and insight in the name of truth, right conduct, peace, love and non-violence. Blessed be to the truth always. We'll just deal 3 cards here and just see if there's any hint at what's going on. If we can get an idea of what's going on, we can sort of work out what it is. We'll just pull out the first card here. This represents the recent past, then the present, and then the immediate future. Let's just see what's been going on over the past 3 or 4 weeks or so. The Hand of Fate here, just indicating that forces beyond your control intervened in some way. You knew you were going to have to do something, what it was you had to do, but you don't know what it was, because I'm sort of getting as though it's because if you knew what it was you had to do, you don't know if you'd be able to do it anyway, because something stopped you. So is it worth doing anyway? I'm sort of getting as you probably might know, but well, no, can't do that now. So what do I do now? I'm sort of going into that sort of thing. Let's just see what's at present here. The energy of the wolf, beware who you trust. It's as if, one sort of getting as though it's as if you were relying on somebody else to say what it was, or to say when it was to be done, or when it was going to happen, and or whatever it is you were doing, or whatever it is, you're relying on somebody else, and that is sort of saying just be careful. I suppose by relying on somebody else you can blame them when it goes wrong, can't you? Yeah, that's not what I wanted to do, or what it was I wanted, or that's not how I wanted it to turn out, or how I wanted you to do it, or whatever. So there's always that thing there where, but just be careful who you trust, beware who you trust. Just although the wolf you'd think really would symbolise loyalty, and that as if there's somebody there being loyal, but it isn't necessarily. That isn't necessarily the case. Let's just see what's knocking around the corner there over the next 3 or 4 weeks. You're destined to succeed regardless. Here with the talisman here, for the next 3 or 4 weeks or so, you're destined to succeed regardless of relying on others who don't do it right, or actually knowing what it is you've got to do. But I'm still getting it's not so much not knowing what you've got to do, it's how you've got to do it. It's the how sort of thing. How you've got to you've got to do it. I'm tempted to try something else. I want to consult these other. I'll just do this one, I think. Best safety lies in fear, isn't it, I suppose. We'll just place these aside, I think, and just bear what we've established there. I'll just stick the talisman just there. You're destined to see like a bit of a talisman, or although a talisman enables you to do it, whereas amulets protect you. Amulets are protective, and talisman and enable you. So that's a talisman and an amulet. Sometimes things are talismans and amulets at the same time, aren't they? I want to just consult these here, these cards here. And I want to just see what's going on. Well, I'll just give them a quick shuffle, and we just I just want to ask here, on behalf of Ashley Longpre there, about what this is she's got to do, or is he what relying on somebody else, or just beware who you rely on, I suppose. I always say myself sometimes, why is it you end up having to do everything your bloody self? You can't rely on anybody. You try and contact the relevant department and all that sort of thing. At the end of the day, it's better if you just do it yourself than rely on somebody else to do it for you. You've just got to wait for them to do it, haven't you? But anyway, that's not, I don't know. Well, I'm thinking that, I don't know. Just shuffle these here. I just want to just see what vibrations are here. Well, we've just got this starseed energy here. I'd say, of course, we've got this Tesla purple energy plate. I don't know if there's anything in that to offer, but I just like holding them. You can get them just on these. You can get that 12 inches, larger ones, but I don't like the larger ones because you can't hold them in your hand like that, can you? And I tend to think they're a bit like crystals, where you has a similar effect, and I'm wondering if it's alien technology, and that's the only reason that drew me to them, because I thought it was technology that was brought to us maybe from long ago or something, and it's been lingering. Although Nikola Tesla is supposed to be attached to it in some way, but everywhere you look, everybody seems to. There's a lot of talk. Everybody knows what they seem to be talking about it, but they don't have to show you and demonstrate the things to you. But let's just see what energy may be not knocking about with them. If it is alien technology and it's tuning into something there while we're doing this, and it's vibrating at some sort of space-time sort of frequency, we don't know. But let's just see what we've got here. This may or may not, I don't know, but this may help us out a bit, and just see what energy we've got here. The blue flame, that's I'm hearing about the blue flame one hell of a lot just lately. It's in that oracle, this other oracle deck as well, that's got a similar sort of theme or energy attached to it. It's to do with spontaneous awakening, activation, and intrigation. sorry about that one. Integration and integrating, of course. Sorry about that, it's my brain and my reading glasses. And it's integration time. It's time to meld and blend. So with that spontaneous awakening, activation and whatever, but I'm hearing about the blue flame a hell of a lot just lately, and I just can't quite get what it's about. But I'm going to pull a couple more out, but I'm tempted to just pull something of this other energy here. Why I'm going down this line I don't know. Maybe it's because just in general over the past few days or so I've been sort of attuned, I suppose is the the right terminology. Is that correct? Attuned? Is that what it is? Oh, I want to just shuffle this. This is a sort of, this is a cosmic star seedy sort of them not us type thing as well going on, and I'm wondering if, with you saying you knew what you had to do something but you didn't know what it was, I'm wondering if it's something to do with this, where I'm just getting the starseed energy as if somebody out there may be calling you or something like that. Let's just pull one of these and just see what this is. What this is about here. Well, this is to do with the celestial teacher. As if, yes, it's like as if I'm still sort of. I mean, obviously you will think that way inclined, but I'm still sort of thinking along the grounds of as though somebody's trying to contact you. And with me mentioning these Tesla, these Tesla plates, of course, it's energy, these purple energy plates. I think it's based, the Tesla thing, of course, is sort of space-time sort of energy, isn't it? Etherical sort of energy. It isn't just burning a lump of coal or something. That's too easy. But I'm just, as I'm holding this, I'm just holding this now, and I'm just seeing if, well, actually, to receive, you should hold it in your left hand, shouldn't you? So I'll hold it in. I'll just hold this in my left hand here, and just see, and maybe nothing happens at all. But if it is happening and it is working, then it's helping by doing that. And if we're receiving anything while we're just talking here, if we suddenly think of something, is it because we've just suddenly thought of it, or is it because of we're receiving something? If there is a message for you from the cosmos, from out there, from them, the blue flame, of course. That's your own awakening, of course. That's within you, isn't it? That's, I suppose, the universal light within, a bit like the hermit, isn't it, in the tarot deck? That sort of light of the world sort of thing that's in us all. I want to just pull another one of these energies, to see what it is you've got to do, if there's any instruction or something that may crop up somewhere. Then we're the heathers. We're the heathers. Deep love, mother's milk, birth as a portal. It's still a bit clear as mud-ish, but we will. I'll place it that side, maybe. I don't know. Should we should really do two of these, really. So do two of them, and I'll have that one in the middle, maybe. So this awakening, this spontaneous awakening, just the universe has just caught you just in time, just been tuning around the radio dial or something and found Ashley there, and maybe it's your ancestors, maybe if it is maybe a cosmic genes or something, or cosmic, as they say, blood is thicker than water. Maybe it's like a cosmic blood or something like, I don't know, that's tuning in, and it's just naturally, you're sort of like a magnet. Wanting, maybe if you sort of feel as though you look up at the sky and you won't go home, or you feel homesick or something and you don't know why, or I'm just sort of focusing on that sort of, yes, there's something we've got to do, but what have we got to do? I suppose obviously we've got to become aware of something that being activated. Maybe there's activation going on from a star seed or cosmic perspective, maybe it's your time to be activated to do whatever you were sent to do from whatever star system you are from. And starseed, just like how we reincarnate, as the Buddhists sort of say, you reincarnate to learn, and then once you're off the wheel of life, you're in the centre and you've reached enlightenment and don't have to reincarnate anymore. Maybe if this is a reincarnation, why do we have to reincarnate back on Earth again? Why can't we reincarnate in another star system or on another planet or somewhere else in the universe? If we're souls, we're beyond time and space anyway. And like the photons of light that maybe you arrived on, photons of, well, just photons of light, like radio waves, aren't they? They last forever. The photon of light from the sun that hits my hand, or this plate, or whatever, or this our ancestor here. The photon of light that hits that is as old as it was when it left millions and billions of years ago. And it's the same age as it was when it left, and a bit like you, I suppose you were timeless in that sense. As soon as you arrive on Earth or whatever, wherever you've chosen to land, then, as you'd say, on Earth at this time. So maybe obviously the celestial teacher. I'm sort of going as though this is what you are. You've come to teach us something. I don't know if you're chosen or I don't know what this is, but certainly I'm going to whip another one of these out. These other ones, because I think you're only supposed to really take 2 of those. But we'll whip another one of these out. But I'm sort of getting as though you've come to teach us something, but you just don't know what it is. But you're being activated, and you'll soon realise what it is you've got to tell everybody, as if you've got a message from the universe from where you were before. if that makes any sense. Mother Earth, of course, that seems to be pretty self-explanatory. So obviously a teacher, sort of celestial teacher on Mother Earth, and to teach Mother Earth something, maybe, I don't know. But the blue flame, of course, within you is the flame that's within us all, isn't it? It's the blue. It's like the light within, I suppose, as say, the universal light in all of us, really. And but I somehow think you know, or once you've been activated, you'll know. Once, as in, you just suddenly, I don't know what will activate you or what that's a part of, but it's because, I suppose, although you've been physically born and onto Mother Earth, as you'd say, you haven't actually been, not spiritually born, but you haven't been born for the purpose that you're here for. But now it's happening, and that's the awakening. This part is like a birth awakening. It is part of that birth. It's a celestial sort of birth, isn't it? Like a and you've come to teach. You are a teacher. I mean, my late mother was a primary school teacher, and maybe now she's gone. Maybe, assuming she's a starseed soul, maybe she's in another galaxy or another star system on another planet, teaching somebody else something now. I don't know. Maybe do we have a lifelong purpose, or do our purposes change according to where we are? I don't know. You know the answer to this one, I'm afraid. That's my cop out for not knowing. No, but you I somehow think you, like you say, you know what it is you've got to do, but you don't know what it is or whatever. But you know you've got to do something, and you've got to teach us. whatever it is the blue flame within you tells you to do. It's something you've got to teach us. There's a message you brought, or there's something you've got to teach us. I want another one of these, but I'm not going to have one because you're only supposed to pull two of them, theoretically. That's the rules of that game anyway, as you'd say. I'm going to leave it at that because we're going around in circles, but I'm holding this this Tesla plate here. If all it's doing is, you know, healing the RSI, the pain in the hand, then that's fair enough. So I don't know. I haven't got much pain in that hand at the moment. So there you go. Maybe it's working. Maybe that's all it's doing. Maybe it's doing nothing. But I'm just holding that in the receiving hand. If we are receiving vibrations from the Tesla standpoint, not the motor electronic cars, but it's more to do with the space-time continuum, or the universal energy that carries its own message, a bit like DNA, isn't it, I suppose? That sort of thing. If we are receiving from your ancestors, because they'll be part of you, and they want to communicate, they'll find a way of communicating on a celestial level. Of course, through Mother Earth, but Mother Earth is obviously where you've been placed, and this birth, this not rebirth, but certainly this birth that you're experiencing, in that sense, is to do with an awakening. And maybe you're an indigo or something. I honestly don't know. But either way, you're a purple one. I'm just as I'm talking, I'll hold this while I'm doing it. Maybe, as I say, maybe it's not doing anything. Maybe it's just in my hand and that's it. But if there is a connection being made, if it is ancient alien technology, and Nikola Tesla just got his hands on it, and somebody else did a spin-off or something and tried to improve it, or their version of it, then maybe. But as I say, on the Tesla plate scenario, everything where I look, everybody's got plenty to say about it, but they don't seem to actually. You don't actually see them doing anything. Whereas I'm holding it. I'm holding the thing here, so I'm doing something with it, and maybe it's doing something, or your celestial ancestors are using it as an interdimensional channel, or something like that. Not interdimensional, but certainly like a wormhole, a portal, or something like that. A sort of quick way there, quick way of getting there. So maybe a bit like looking through the keyhole. I don't know, but either way, this is what I'm getting, as if the celestial teacher, is something to do with you, and it's to do with obviously Mother Earth. So you've been sent to Mother Earth to awaken, and then obviously it's part of the. You could say rebirth, but I'd rather just I'd just rather, yes, the deep love and mother's milk and birth as a portal. Your birth is a means of entering this dimension. Yes, of course, I mean, that's the whole idea. It is a portal from nothingness, or as we think it is. From nothingness to wherever, as a portal, using birth on Mother Earth as a sort of channel or a means of getting there, like a wormhole maybe, but in this case using birth as a portal, and then obviously you're awakening with the blue flame that comes with you and it's in us all. that it's travelled on like DNA, I suppose. It's travelled on like a photon of light travelling through the universe, so it hits something like my hand or whatever. It's as old as it was when it left billions of years ago. It hasn't aged, and it'll last forever till it hits my hand or that card or something. But other than that, you've arrived. I'm sort of getting you've arrived. You're here now, and that's it. And this is something. This is a message that you've got for us. It would be a safe thing to accuse everybody of being starseeds, because we all come from stardust, don't we? Supernova, at least. Supernova dust, anyway. That's the general school of thought, isn't it? But of course, I mean, it's the blue flame, of course, that's within you, and it's this. Sadly, you say you know you've got to you know you've got to do something, but you don't know what it is you've got to do. Sadly, it's only you who's going to know. It's only you who's going to find out. But at the minute, this is the birthing process, as you'd say, the initiation, coming to Earth. But you are a celestial teacher. That's as best we know. So if you go up and look at the stars tonight, you put your coat on if it's cold, and just ask, pray, or I don't know what you got to do. I know how to think praying to the aliens. I think it's a bit simpler than that, really. But is it? I'm holding this to place this down. The Tesla plate, to place it down and not hold it anymore. Am I just as capable of trying to think of something while I'm not holding it? I don't know. I somehow feel as though I've got to let it go now, and we've got to leave it at that, and leave it for you to see what you can see. This is your time for us, I suppose. You're the one who with the message. And it'll be given to you if you I'm wanting to pull another. I just want another card. I don't know which one of these decks. I'll just be on the safe side, and we'll just grab that one, I think. The gratitude, celestial teacher, Mother Earth, and gratitude. As I'm sort of going as though either we or whoever it is you've come to teach or whatever should have a bit of gratitude and be grateful for you. There's that going on, but at the same time, I'm sort of going, you're the one who's got to be grateful as well. Not grateful that you're chosen or whatever it is, but just, well, that as well. But you just be grateful that there is something that you even though you might not quite know what it is at the minute. But there is. I want to just try and see if we can get anything by holding this again. Just be grateful that you do have a purpose, because a lot of people don't. I mean, obviously, don't know what the purpose is, and I don't think they even acknowledge that they have got a purpose. They just think they've just pure luck has put them here, or bad luck or something. They've been brought here to suffer, or whatever. But just so be grateful that you have got a purpose, because I'm sort of getting as though there are a lot of people who aren't awakened like you are. They're not awakened in the same way as you are, and this is. I'm still sort of getting as though you do know, but you're just not sure if it is or not. Like beware who you trust on those other energies that were vibrating earlier. So as I always go back to the why is it that I have to do everything me bloody self? Maybe this is basically it. It's really up to you to just use the light within and listen. If you're the teacher and you don't know what you're teaching, just be grateful that you have been sent, I suppose, and just wait until, I suppose, you come out of the womb, or wait until the birth, wait until the activation happens, which it is happening now. And that's probably part of the activation process, not knowing quite what it is until we're like growing up, isn't it, to an adult or something, some sort of thing. And we know what we're here for, but we suddenly we sort of realise what it is more as we're here longer. I don't know if it's just out of boredom we just make something up or what, I don't know. But if there is something, a greater purpose, then it's a process, isn't it? I want one of these, although we should only do the two. I'm tempted to have this one now. Now we've released that energy there. I just want to just see. Finally, I suppose you could say finally. It looks like there's two stuck together. I'm going to use the two. There's two stuck together here. Obviously, Starkeeper. I don't know what this is about, but it's about cosmic ancestor against cosmic ancestor, seed the light by staying. Seed the light by staying grounded. I suppose that's all you can do, really. So we've got some idea of what, maybe is it meditation you've got to do or something. I don't know. That was the one. That was this other one was stuck to it here. The seas of Mintaka or something. Honestly, don't know how you bloody spell, how you pronounce that, but of course you probably might know. Seeing potential, bringing unconsciousness to light. I suppose that's what's going on now, though, isn't it? Really, we're bringing whatever you're unconscious to it, but it's. I just want to place something. I don't place them like that. I don't know what we're doing. We're all over the place, but those two are stuck together. So we'll. Although that was stuck to that one there, wasn't it? So it's more to do with those two, really. So we'll leave that as it is, and maybe as you view that, it'll come to you. As you are unconscious, bringing that unconsciousness to light, it's there in the blue flames. It travels like the photon travels through space, doesn't do anything until it sheds light on whatever it is when it hits something. It's a similar thing, isn't it? So you've just got to wait till you hit something, or hit on it, or whatever the metaphor may be. I don't know. We'll leave it at that just for now, and we'll just cast. We'll use this Tesla plate and just cast this energy. If there's anything vibrating here that we've received, we'll just cast with the giving hand a dark shadow of supernatural, cosmic, celestial truth, I suppose you could say, over these cards that just for now, for you, have spoken.